I think first half it was not as good as we needed it to be, but we gave them a leg up. I think we were in positions to try and put them under pressure eventually, but we didn't get there quickly enough. I think to be aggressive, to be on the front foot is what we're after, and we were a little bit too passive and let them play out, which gave us a few problems. So we faced similar last week, in fairness. So it's a strange one from not to be able to solve that earlier. But I think when we got into the second half, I thought we then controlled the game a lot more, and it was a lot better. And really, it looked like that we were going to build some momentum into it, but we didn't do enough with the ball. We didn't have enough quality with it. Although we started to look like we were going to unlock them from some really decent play, but they sat a little bit deeper, looked at the play on the counter attack, brought Niall Ennis on, who was then trying to pin the two centre backs. We've got to be a little bit better than playing too many long passes where we can build. But there's definitely some encouragement there. There's definitely some encouraging signs there. We've certainly got some real talented players in this squad. And the disappointment is we should be a lot better than that. We will be a lot better than that, but we should be a lot better than that. And this is an opportunity missed at the start of the season, really.
They seem to get their attacking wider players into the game more than you did, certainly in the first half.
Yeah, they did, but then you've got to work. You have to work hard, and I don't think we worked hard enough to solve that problem. I think sometimes, if people want to be comfortable and sit in positions that are easy for them, then they're not going to be in the team very long. We've got to quickly realise that we've got some real talented boys in the squad, and we've got to get them on the ball, and we've got to get them chances higher up the field. And you don't really create that by chewing the ball up the field long. And giving it back to them. So when we started to build and got a foothold in the game, we looked like we were starting to look a bit like ourselves, a bit more like ourselves, but didn't create anything or a shooting opportunity. And that's after the first couple of minutes when we got Ellis in behind and thought he was going to go and finish that chance, but didn't do so. But again, I don't think there was a great deal in the game. It was very similar to last season's game where we won it 1-0, and they've done similarly to us. And run through and got to go really against the run of play, but to stay with runners, to not get dragged out, to work hard to get into position quicker is the order of the day. You've got to do that. You've got to do that first and foremost to be able to build into it. But I thought definitely an opportunity missed.
Yeah, by the time the goal, like it could go either way. Were you disappointed with the way you conceded the goal?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, the ball obviously they broke away and dragged us. We got dragged out of position. We were committing enough bodies forward to try and break them down. We're away from home, but we're trying to be brave. We were saying yesterday, be brave and courageous, and it took a bit of time for that to sort of happen. But I think once that did happen, we looked like we were on the front foot and at some point going to be able to get a chance to go and score a goal. But when they broke away, we got dragged out of position. Lewis Baker just come on, he's just run off the back or run through us and managed to find the gap between Bobby Thomas's feet and the goal. So really disappointing. But they hit the post in the first half, which was where there was a build up of too many opportunities. We gave them to cross the ball, and too many corners, which we defended pretty well for the most part. But you don't want to be doing that. We want to be in possession of football. It's something we've got to work into. I think that's the only way that I can reconcile that. But I think with this performance today, it was nothing like we've been in pre-season. But when that the real bull comes in, you look at who's going to step up, who's going to be ready for it, and there were just too many slightly off it today. But it wasn't something that I anticipated from what I've seen through pre-season, because pre-season's been pretty good. Again, pre-season. This is the real thing. So it's a little bit of a shot across our bows, and we've got to make sure that we're ready for the next one.
Because expectations are high this season, and that can be an encouragement or a burden, can it?
Well, I think really you've got to look at it as an encouragement. I don't know, you want to play with a bit of pressure. It's got to be good for you. I think it depends where you come from. It depends your mindset. I think for us, bring it on. I think we've got a really good group, and they could be a really special group. But still work to do.
Bristol City in the Cup next will be a mix and match case.
I'm going to have a look. I'll certainly have a look. We'll have a look starting now. I need to have a look at the game that we've just played back and work our way through that, and then on to Bristol City, who we play twice in a couple of weeks as well. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. But we want to try and get through if we can.
3,000 Sky Blues fans here, great talent. Yeah.
Fantastic support, and yeah, we didn't do them justice today. So we need to get back on to being Coventry City and performances that we are used to.
Victor, obviously disappointing start to the season. What's the players' view on that?
Yeah, as you say, it's disappointing not to get the win in the first game of the season, and I think it's one of those games, like if you can't win them, you just gotta take, like today we'll have to take the clean sheet and a point. But yeah, I think like in the first half we lacked some like speed of the game, like in the press intensity, with the ball, without the ball. I feel we lacked like some, but I feel like from second half and actually I think like almost to the score, like I think we did quite well. So it's one of those games here. If you can't win, like we should at least have gotten a point away from it.
I mean, you did seem to be coming into it in the second half, and you just couldn't quite get the opportunities.
Yeah, like I feel like we got more players up the pitch. We got in better positions. We moved the ball better, and then it's about like the final pass, the last quality on the final third, and yeah, we didn't quite have that today. But yeah, it's disappointing not to get the win.
We know expectations are really high this season. How are the players feeling about that?
I think we have a good confidence in the squad. I think among us players we feel like we have a good squad and we have a good depth. So personally, I don't feel the pressure. I'm more excited because I feel like we can do something great this season, and I feel we have a very good squad with some hungry players that want to achieve something. So personally, I don't feel the pressure. I'm just excited about the season. Disappointed now, but excited about what's coming.
And personally, first full season, of course, excited about that?
Of course, I am. I came in January, a bit of a hectic start from vacation, so I'm looking forward to a full season here and a lot of games. Personally, I want to play as many games as possible. So yeah, I'm looking forward to a full season here in Cov.
And good to start because you were a bit in and out towards the end of last season. You had some injuries.
Yeah, I feel like when I came here I started off quite well, but then I haven't trained for like 5 weeks when I first came in January. So I feel like in the end I lacked a bit energy, but I feel like now I have built it up like good during the preseason. So hopefully body stays good and I can get as many minutes as possible.
Have you got over what happened at Wembley?
Sorry?
Have you got over what happened at Wembley with the goal that wasn't?
Yeah, I will never forget that, but yeah, of course I'm over it. Now I'm just looking forward to the coming season.
And this result notwithstanding, you're hopeful that the team can really do something this season?
Yeah, of course it's not the start that we hoped for. We came here to get the 3 points and do a good performance, but the objective is still the same, and we want to win as many games as possible and go at team. So that's still the main objective for the season.